Radio? Nice radio, I see. Boards in the back.
Yep.
That's a sick sticker. He's like biting her nose.
That's gangster. There you go, sir. Wow. Come on. That's a beaut.
Dude, yeah, that was beautiful.
Someone's on.
Someone's on 3.5. Four.
Yeah, I've got 2.
I've got 8.5.
I think it's nils. I think it's 20. It might have just been. Yeah, I got 27, 31, 34, 36, 42, 46.
There was someone on back here.
Mine's saying 40. Why is mine saying 38 back here? Is someone else over there? I'm getting 44 this way.
You're probably picking up the other end of the flux line, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like this one is like, yeah, now it just picked up a new flux line. 36. 30. 20.
Did you mark that one? See? Oh, we didn't mark that. You didn't pick up the roll of the cat.
That'd be wild. You get badass.
45 meters?
I mean, that's
pretty far.
so really good way, you guys. Does anybody else?
No, I got a heartbeat.
You guys saw the difference in range from being flat to vertical, right?
So this is what you can do too. So
Now I got people.
now, yeah, everyone's switched over. That's why.
So there's 2 ways. Like when I check a beacon,
Sorry.
when I check a beacon in the morning with your homies, you can go back to transmit. We'll get off this ridge top here shortly. You guys, if I'm in a snowmobile situation or in a parking lot, I'll go up the road a little bit. If I know everyone's wearing theirs in the holster in their pocket, I'll hold the beacon the same way when I check it. Okay?
Hold on.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Repeat.
Like you see me at the cat in the morning, I'm kind of doing that.
If everyone pulls out their beacon and does just check me, then it's like it's not gonna be the range. You want to have them geared up passing you, and as they pass you at a meter, it reads a meter. And with, I'll show you, basically when you turn the bear box on, if you hold the button on, like
It'll prompt me.
turn it on, group check, press it. So basically now, if I have someone come by, I'm gonna hold it at a meter. And if they're at a meter and it's beeping, it's doing this because there's too many around me and it doesn't get a clear read. If it's an equal meter, then that means that this beacon is running optimally. If I put it this way, it's gonna read different, right?
That's what I'm doing in the morning there when you guys are coming in there.
And I don't know if there's a check function on the BD, but if not, even if you're just holding a vertical and you're reading a meter, you're good. If it's reading
But
four,
you're checking that their beacon's on and that the distance is also like nice.
it's a really good way also to know that your beacon's functioning properly. If you got one guy and he's reading 4 meters at a meter, the antennas are fucked up. They're broken, right? So note that. So you're like, hey, whoa, bro, are your batteries low? You can see even on batteries.
Yeah,
Let's check your antenna. So basically, that's how you check. If everyone's are out flat, you do. I just hold it vertically as they're walking by me, right? Be tight and don't fucking kill yourself.
Yeah. Radio check.
Buddy.
Check.
We'll regroup at the road right down there, and then we'll go to search mode, and let's just collectively go find 2 beacons. Let's find the one, let's mark it, and find the other one. So basically, that's what we're gonna do. If we want to run, why don't we do one person that kind of is the leader from the start there? We don't have to run the crazy scenario, just make sure that we check we're on search and that it's checked, and then we can all roll in practice of finding, marking, and finding the other one.
But not pulling out probes?
Yeah, no, don't get too wild about all that. We're gonna do that, and then we'll shred to the bottom. At the bottom we can do shoveling and probing. I just want to keep moving so we don't get cold.
Yeah.
Second that.
So we're basically gonna fill in this little bit of
Yeah.
here down to the road, watch the road.
I need about twice as many layers right now.
Yeah, I know.
Clip is dude. Your back clip.
Big run,
Yeah.
you start, because you've been here.
Torgear, put that down a little.
Alright.
Buddy.
Buddy system, buddy up.
Oh!
Watch out for shit like that. Don't go back. Tumble.
I know, I caught a little something there.
E-Jack, where are you at? Would you want to get comms back to the lodge? No one pass me until you're in search mode. Remember your training. Be calm, be calm and collected. Everyone to search. Everyone to search. Come by me before you leave. Search, you can go.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 4.1, 3.8, 5.3. I got 6.8. I got 8 this way. 7.5, 8.5, 10, 12, 15, 16, 15, 13, 11, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 2.7, 2.5, 2.4, 2.3,
2.3.
2.7.
Are we running?
2.3.
As soon as you got a mark, head to the next one.
Marked. 50.
14, 12. What are you guys reading?
50.
Yeah. Follow your arrows and numbers. 8.
51. 54.
50.
54. 49.
47. 46. 45.
50. 45.
44.
40. 37.
36.
30.
Yep. Got that.
26.
20. 15. 10.
9, 4, 8,
8.
5, 3,
3.
1,
2.9.
9.
1.7.
Got him. Flagging.
Mark.
No others.
2 marked.
0, 8.
No bodies.
Oh, I have another one. 76.
Oh, you can see the arc
mine, I
following
think,
you
when I
guys.
Well, so are those false maximums when they're...
No,
Because it had me going that way at first
it's
and then
just
back.
they come out all directions and you got on different
And
sides.
what I noticed there
On opposite
is
flags.
I think me and Spinny were on like, is it come out how like those photos are with multiple flux lines?
Yeah.
Because he was like perfectly 10 feet to the right of me.
Yeah, on another
The
one.
Yeah.
whole entire time.
yeah.
But this thing was telling me exactly
Pretty
what
cool,
to do.
right?
Yeah.
That was
That's what we
blowing
were
That was
saying
a
last
cool-
night. Like
that was
you'll
a
see it in
cool-
the field, you know. It kind of it'll make sense when we get out there. But me and Dan were sitting back watching you guys, and
Go
like
back to
the
see-
group just went like that.
Transmit. Back to transmit.
Yeah,
We can, as we walk up to our board.
Gonna ride.
1.1, 0.9, you're good. Where we going, Brick?
Fuck us. Oh my god. Oops. What's going on the adventure, man?
There's a tree rock. Let's go here. Not very steep tree rock. It's not that deep yet. It's only a meter.
You want me to get my sling and carabiner out, or what's
Yeah,
going
well,
on
you get your
there?
sling out. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about a couple things.
Here.
Oh, you got yours pretty easy.
I don't have a beaner on me.
You have one back here.
Do that.
So there's two things, you guys. Tree wells generally when it's a snowed a shitload, and it's deep ass pow. Generally, the most tree wells I've seen have been with deep ass pow, steep, sloughy, and frothing level high, right? So you're shredding, you get pitched up a bit, you start to go into a tree well, you go head first. It is the hollow space underneath, which is gnarly and terrifying. And there's two things to remember here. They've done a bunch of studies too. So everyone have a piece of webbing or something like it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So webbing in a beaner is awesome. What's even more awesome is if the person isn't buried up to their board, right? Like upside down, and you're by yourself, you find someone in a tree well upside down buried to the board, it's gonna be really hard to get them out, even just with a piece of strapping. You guys are pretty tough, you could probably try, but you might have to get your shovel out and dig. If you're on a bit of a hill and they're grammed in like this, you might have to dig a bit of the lower lip out, right? You may have to. If not, the number one try, if they're not totally buried, would be grab their belt buckle in their frickin' hood or whatever you can grab, or their jacket or their pack, and just give it a yank downhill and out. So that's number one, if you can do that. Number two is the strap. If you have it quick, you can pull it out and loop it around the legs, pop the board off and loop it, or even just one loop it around the board, even board or legs. And then the same thing, you're leaning on it downhill. So if you go inside of your strap and you lean it on, or just hauling on it, and you're on the downhill side. So if this was downhill, you'd basically, and I was in a tree well, let's just try it. Basically, I don't have the tree well, it's really deep well.
That's it.
You want us to pull you in?
Yeah, should we pull them out? Yeah, should we pull them out?
The guys, look.
Do it, boys.
You got it?
Great. Wow. Yeah, so you don't want to pull on the pants, right? Obviously, like you'll just pants. So you want to get the bottom of his jacket, his hood, his shoulders, or get around those boots.
But like
Don't
back
put the
of the
strap,
belt
don't put the
buckle.
strap around his like actual legs. Put it on the boot.
But where you grab like back of the belt buckle or like.
Yeah, so yeah, put it on the boot. The hood felt a little bit necky, so
Okay.
maybe like grab some coat.
Okay.
Get to that airway. If he's doing that, get in and just get his airway clear first.
Yeah,
You're staying quiet and still. You're kind of
Yeah, just seeing, but get in and get his airway clear first, because if he can breathe, it's not a rush,
Yeah.
right?
But it seems like with the tree wells for us, especially just because you're so on edge when you're riding through trees and stuff, just like up here, the red scenario where he just like popped off a little popper.
You got too low, but way wide to come into him so you don't slough him out, right? Because that's going to make the day worse. And then all your benefit as a single person is going to be on the haul downhill angle. You're not going to be able to haul straight. And if you got a big tree piss ring around it, you're going to have to chop it up with a shovel to get him out, because he'll be stuck.
Yeah.
When it's POW, if you yank downhill and angle out, you're going to get him out.
So you're saying, like, let's say someone went in the top of this tree, but the top, and this is downhill, and they're head first, like way down. You're pulling them like around the side and out.
Oh, yeah.
Got it. It would probably happen to dig if it's like.
Yeah, and it might be you guys, the shovel's coming out and you're just going for that airway and getting that maintained until you can figure the rest out. Everything's going to be situational and experience. Don't get caught up in grabbing your webbing too much if you can support him and get air to him. Get that first, right?
You're like never trying to pull him up at all.
Well, how would you get him?
Working. Yeah, straight up, like straight up and down. Red was just kind of face down and sloughed out with some snow, so he was just and tweaking because he was like couldn't. It was so fucking deep, you couldn't get any traction anywhere. Like it was like deep, right? So, and that's generally when these happen, right? It's like a little bit out of control deep. So you're hauling ass, and then a slough comes, or you just pitch it wrong, and so that said, really just get to the airway as fast as you can, and then basically tell them to chill, be calm. If they're unconscious or unresponsive, you need to get them the fuck out and get air to them real quick. So if you can do that by yanking them with the grabbing their belt buckle and the coat, great. If you can't, grab the webbing around the feet and haul them downhill diagonally and out. And what else are you gonna do right as you get to someone and they're buried deep in a tree well? If you're on a run and what else are you gonna do?
Talk to him.
Yeah, but I'd grab comms real quick. Hey, I'm halfway down the run on the left side. I got a tree well. I'm gonna need some help. Hey. And then you're like, boom. Then you got some help coming, because by yourself, Dylan, who's one of our guides here, had a Retallic experience where he came across a guy that was like the bottoms of his skis is all he saw.
Yeah.
And he was by himself.
And I guess if they didn't know exactly where they are, they could go into search mode and find you guys.
Yeah.
If you're at the
Yeah,
tree well.
or
with them.
you
Give him a quick,
can be yelling AO or whatever, or you give him quick location, you're going to airway, right?
Yeah.
So you're getting down. If you can dig down and get to that airway, let him get a breath, that's awesome. If there's no response and they look like there's nothing happening, they're not struggling, then you just need to pop them out as best you can with those methods, scoop the air out. And what else would you do if they weren't breathing?
Pocket mask.
Yeah, pocket mask and two breaths, right? And then you go to pulse. So anything suffocating or drowning is 2 breaths, then pulse, like old school.
Jaw thrust, leg check,
Right?
OPA.
So that's tree well to start. We'll probably throw some of those at you throughout the week and you can deal with them. So once you've gotten that in the tree well and you pop someone out and they're breathing, now what are you gonna ask them?
Yeah.
What? Are you okay? What hurt?
Great.
Injury,
Good.
head injury.
Head and neck, right?
Yeah.
So that's secondary. If they're not talking to you, who gives a fuck? Get them out as
Yeah.
fast as you can, give them air.
Airway.
Yeah.
Past that, hey dude, is your head and neck all right? You out? How you feeling? Anything? Let's do your primary, right? Just like you guys looked at. Because don't forget about it. Fucking boom, he just stressed out. You might have had or whatever. Yeah, you had lacerated your freaking femur from a branch. Who knows, right? So quick primary, ground out. Yeah, no, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. Whew, that was intense.
Yeah.
Okay, just sit here for a minute. Sit on my pack. Warm up for a sec, bro. Chill out. You sure you're good? Okay.
Get
blah
a
blah
puppy
blah.
on him. Fucking something.
Blah blah blah. No bleeding. Quick primary. you're good to go, or you carry on if you deal with an injury if you have it, right?
Update
But don't
your
forget
call.
about, and then get to calm and say, yeah, we're good. Just having to chilling for a sec, I'll let you know. Done. So, calling for comms, get in, airway, pop them out, then treat them for first aid. Yeah? Right. And again, so let's talk about real quick before we get into, we cover a lot of stuff and smash it into our next run. So lost skier now, like this is the perfect example, but this is cheeky monkey instead of this flat ass shit. We're just skiing, riding. So we're on cheeky monkey and we're all froth, and boom, boom, boom. We get to the bottom. One of the buddies is missing. What do we do first? We call him on the radio. Hey buddy, where you at? Doesn't answer. That always makes me nervous as shit. Lots of times people have their radios down, but big deep day, cheeky, no one. Saw him last time, saw him hauling ass halfway up. Haven't seen no one. Everyone passed after, didn't see him. That's the classic I always ask as a guide. Okay, where did you see buddy last? Oh, I haven't seen him since the top. I'm like, fuck. You know, if he left first and everyone passed and didn't see him, I'm going right away. I'm basically on the radio calling, hey, we got a missing rider. And we call plans here, but I'd be like, hey, we need all the help we can at the top of Cheeky to find this guy. Or is anyone near the top of Cheeky, right? Yeah. And then basically same thing as an avalanche. Someone takes control, right? Take a breath, get your head count. If there's at the top, I'd do radio at the bottom. Hey, how many you got at the bottom? Okay, there's 6 at the bottom. Okay, we do the head count at the top. We know there's one missing once we add all that up real quick, right? Then we say, okay, we got 1. He's missing in cheeky monkey. There's 2 things it could be. He could have, or 3 things. It could be radio and he's blowing something out. It could be an injury, or it could be avalanche retrieval. I'm thinking avalanche retrieval right away as a guide. I'm like, get down there fast. No comms. So basically, same as an avalanche. What I want to do at the top is like, okay, everybody, we have a missing skier. Everyone be chill. We're gonna all go to search mode here. We've got the call out on the radio already. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go like wide enough that our beacons are gonna pick it up, yet narrow enough where you can see and hear each other, right? So as you're combing down the mountain as a group, you're going ayo, ayo, with your beacon out in front of you, right? And you don't have to zigzag because people are behind you. So get last seen point, you know which side of the run he's on, spread it out 20, 30 meters apart so you can see each other. Comb down the hill really slow, especially in steep, because once you're low, it sucks. I got a signal. Follow that signal into the trees the same as you would in an avalanche until you get to it, and the same thing. Get a call out, we got him. He's in a tree well. I need some help. I'm on this part of the run. Boom, get to the airway, haul him out, first aid. Yeah, so that's tree well, missing skier. Good?